In order to build a big team, you've got to be a big giver. I mean, giving more of your time, more sacrifices. The moment your team is giving more time than you, the more they are sacrificing on a larger scale than you, is the moment you are in trouble if you're trying to build a big team. Hey everyone, Brandon Cunningham here with the Cunningham Collective, or the Cunningham Collective. So excited. If you are new, welcome to this channel. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. Make sure you guys are subscribing to this channel. I know you guys get tons of alerts from all type of different feeds, but if you subscribe, you will always be able to see the latest and greatest videos that we're putting out. And we hope that these videos are finding value. If they are, share it. I'd love for you to take a screenshot of what you're watching right now, post that into your stories, and let me know what you think, and I will respond to those. So let's jump into this topic today: how to grow a network marketing team. It's the other side of the coin. First side is probably how to sell your product or service. There's commissions involved there, but that's not why we got involved in network marketing. We didn't get involved just for the commissions of the sell. A true network marketing company, you got in more than likely because you wanted residual income. You wanted someday down the road money coming in without you putting all the effort in to get it. It's called leverage. It's the beauty of our profession, and it's becoming something that's less and less spoken about because it's connected to multi-level marketing, network marketing, as if that's a bad word. It is not. That is the beauty. To me, when we're out talking to people, one of the biggest objections is I'm not a salesman. And so this is not, when you're doing this right, it's not about sales, okay? But now we're talking about the other side of the equation. Now we're talking about the team. Now we're talking about things that are much more difficult to accomplish because it's just that, it's a team. They're not employees. They are your equals. Some people call it a volunteer army. How do you get people to do things when you're not their boss, or you're not their parents, or they're not earning a wage because you're giving them a check? Well, I'm going to share with you 3 things today that my wife and I have always tried to do in order to build our team. Our team now spans the globe, and we have sold millions and millions and millions of dollars of product through this amazing network and this amazing team. First thing I'm going to tell you is you need to make sure you don't get lost in the numbers and forget about the people, okay? I've been guilty before because I've always come into this profession with a business mindset, and I get into the numbers. We got to have X amount of presentations, X amount of people doing this, X amount of numbers here. And really, what I've come to realize is if you want to build a big team, it doesn't take as many people as you would think it would take to build a big team. I can tell you that if you get 10 to 20 of the right type people on your team, you will have a massive, beyond even imagination, global team, all right? So the important thing is to make sure you're treating people like people and not numbers. And what I mean by that is understanding the dynamics of the people in your organization. Once people start to reach a certain point of activity in your organization, there'll be certain markers. Maybe you might call it your core rank. It's a certain amount of sales. But beyond that, there's things that certain people will do that will catch your eye. And when they do, it's extremely important that you get to know that person on a personal level. Because one of the things that absolutely exploded our business is helping coach those people through not necessarily their network marketing problems. Listen, their problems. You see, we're human, and we have all kind of things going on in our lives that are distractions to our network marketing business. And if you're strictly focused on the numbers, you might not even understand why someone is not hitting certain numbers or rank advancing until you really get to know that person, dig in. And so I will tell you, become a coach. Become a coach on an intimate level with these folks. And in doing so, get to know, ask the right questions that will help you understand what's going on in their life that's preventing them from doing the things that they would want to do to build their business. Don't get caught up in the numbers. Don't just think, oh, they're just like the other people that don't do what they're supposed to do, or they said they were going to do it. There may be some things going on in their lives that you don't know about. Not maybe, more than likely, almost positively, there are things going on in their lives that you have no idea, they haven't shared with you. And if you can get to those things and help them be a source of energy or solution to those problems, they become a real friend to you. And now you're able to help that person actually perform at a higher level in your business. Okay, the second thing that, in looking back over the 12-year history in my wife and I's business, that I can pinpoint that's helped us build a big team is our consistency. It's critical. It's crucial. It's a bunch of C's, right? Consistency, critical, crucial. Guys, I'm telling you, your team watches you. And if you're not consistent in your messaging, your activities, if you're not there, they will notice. They will understand that you're distracted, and no one wants to follow a distracted leader. In fact, a distracted leader is someone that I don't know anyone that would follow. And so what kind of things can you do to be consistent? Well, I can tell you that for nearly 11 of the 12 years, my wife and I have communicated with our team on a weekly basis every week. We haven't missed a week. Every week. Now, there's been certain weeks where we've had someone else kind of taking the calls and leading the way, but we've always played a critical role in that communication and what was being said to the team. And so there's a number of other things you can do. In fact, I know some leaders that do this on a daily basis. And I've often thought to myself, do I have to do this for the rest of my life? Like, do I have to do this call for the rest of my life? And once you experience the beauty or the freedom that network marketing provides, you simply have to ask yourself, is it worth it? And the answer is yes, it is worth it. So make sure you're being consistent with your team. Don't show up and be there day in and day out and then disappear on them, because that's probably what's happening in the rest of their life. And they're looking for something they can trust in. Something that's consistent. Think of it like a light switch. If every time you went into a room and the light switch worked, you wouldn't even think about it anymore. You just know it's going to be there. But if that switch worked half the time or less than half the time, well, you would probably start coming to that room with a flashlight or some other means of lighting the room because you can't trust the switch. And my point is, your team can't think of that like you. In fact, here's a little indicator. If your team is asking you things like, hey, are we going to do the call this week? Or is there going to be a Zoom this week? Or is there going to be a training this week? That should be a real big indicator that you're not consistent enough. I remember at the very beginning, we started doing meetings, hotel meetings at a certain time in a certain place. And for a couple months, they said, okay, is it going to be this playing same time? After a couple months, they stopped asking. They just knew. And that became one of the ways we launched our business, with a consistent meeting over and over and over again. Be consistent for your team. Third thing, and probably the biggest, if you want to have a big team, is you have to be the biggest giver. You have to be the biggest giver on your team. Now, I know that's a very general statement, but to build a network marketing business or any business, it takes a lot of sacrifice. A lot of sacrifice. And you need to be the one making the most sacrifices. You need to be the one investing the majority of the energy to the team. You've got to be a big giver. Many people get in and they start working with other people and they feel as if they're doing all the work and other people aren't matching the workload. And I'm here to tell you, that's life. And if that's what you're waiting on, you are going to have a very difficult time in our profession. You have to understand the reasons why you joined the network marketing company. And everybody on your team, the way you interact with them and their participation is either helping you get closer or further away from your why, or why you joined a network marketing company. And that's why you need to understand that it's not about a person outworking you or a person on your team doing as much as you. If you have that, you found that, that is a blessing, but that is not what you should be looking for. What you should be looking for is in the mirror. You leading the charge, you setting the pace, you being the biggest giver, because in doing so, others will start to give. And the collective effect of a team giving a little will get you exactly your why. So every time something happens in your team that may be disappointing to you, the way you handle that situation mentally or externally when you're talking to them has everything to do with the speed at which you get to your why. Make sure before you say something, before you interact with the team, if I say this, is this going to speed up the time for me to get to my why, or is it going to slow it down? You see, making sure that you are not looking for other people to outwork you, that you're always focused on you and not the others, that will put you in the right mindset. And just know that this game is a game of giving. Being a servant leader. The more people you serve, the faster you will get to the team that you want, your why, and the freedom that we all enjoy in network marketing. I hope you enjoyed this information. And if you want more trainings on these topics and the topics of financial education, leadership mindset, go to our website, the blog, thecunninghamcollective.com, and share this out with your network. And I'll tell you a little tip, a little hack. If you want to get more out of the video you just watched, watch it one more time. I promise you, the second time you watch this, you're going to get the aha moment. All right, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.